Hello everyone, I'm Hafiz and today I would like to share to you guys a little bit about ethical egoism. What we can define about ethical egoism. In philosophy, ethical egoism is a theory that suggests moral decision making should be driven solely by self-interest. This perspective is often compared to psychological egoism, which is the empirical assertion that pursuing one's self-interest is the fundamental motivation behind all human actions. Alright, here are some advantage and disadvantage. The first one, advantage. Autonomy and self-determination. Ethical egoism emphasizes individual autonomy, allowing people to make moral choices based on their own perceived self-interest rather than external dictates or societal expectations. Second, potential for a harmonized society. Some proponents argue that when individuals prioritize their own well-being, it can lead to a more harmonized society as people are more likely to focus on their own needs and less likely to engage in conflict. And the third one promotes individual responsibility. Ethical egoism encourages individuals to take responsibility for their own actions and well-being rather than relying on others. How about the disadvantage? The first one is conflict resolution. Ethical egoism struggles to provide a framework for resolving conflicts of interest between individuals as it prioritizes individual self-interest above all else. Second is difficulty in universalization. A common objection is that ethical egoism cannot be universalized as the maximization of one's own interests by everyone would inevitably lead to conflict and exclusion of others' interests. Lastly, self-defeating nature. Ethical egoism can be self-defeating as it might lead to actions that ultimately harm the individual in the long run, such as neglecting relationships or ignoring potential consequences of actions. Example of egoism situation. Okay, the first one is pursuing career advancement, which is ethical egoism encourages people to work toward reaching career goals, regardless of what impact this may have on those around them. It reflects a mindset that places one's own desires above the needs and concerns of others when making choices. Okay, for the second one is engaging in leisure activities. When people engage in recreational activities like sports or games, they often aim to have fun or win the game for themselves, demonstrating how ethical egoism can be present even when engaging with others. And ethical egoism is a moral philosophy that advocates for individuals to prioritize their own interests above all else. It proposes that acting in one's best interest is the most rational decision-making process as it applies to all people and situations. So ethical egoism has been defended by some. It has also been criticized for its assumed immorality, harm to society, and encouragement of selfish behavior. At the end of the day, it is up to each individual to determine whether ethical egoism accurately reflects their moral belief. So that's all I can conclude about the ethical egoism. Thanks for watching for the video.